Good afternoon, everybody. This is Pastor Dave here at Liberty Hills Bible Church, and I'm really excited this afternoon to introduce to you some cool things that we've got going on here at Liberty Hills Bible Church when it comes to technology. Of course, most of you know I'm kind of the geek on the elder team. I'm the one who really enjoys the technology and usually is the one who's involved in making it all work and setting it up and things like that. So I wanted to kind of take you through some of the things that we are adding from a technology standpoint that we believe is going to really help us as a church when it comes to communicating, when it comes to keeping things done decently and in order. That's what Paul commands us in 1 Corinthians chapter 14, that everything should be done decently and in order. And one of the ways that we can do that is by leveraging technology to help us with that process. So I'm going to take you over the next few minutes through some of the technology that we're going to be using, specifically a website and an app that is available to us now. Well, we're going to be able to push a lot of our communications. We're going to be able to manage different things, groups, calendars, things like that are really going to help us be able to do that a little bit more efficiently than we have before, especially as we've come into the new building and we're starting to add more events and programs and things. We want to make sure that we're able to communicate effectively and get everything working the way that we need to for everyone as well as we possibly can. So without further ado, I'm going to kind of jump into our technology here. I'll show you very quickly the website version, and then I'm going to really focus more on the app, which you can download on your phone. And that's probably where most of you are going to spend your time, in the app. The website really is more of a backup. They both get their information from the same place, which is a software called Planning Center that we have access to, that we're going to be using to manage a lot of the things here at the church. So let me jump over to my laptop screen. Okay. So this is a very generic setup. We do have ways to add some more content here, although of course we do have our own website, which is where a lot of our content really is when it comes to like our blog, sermons, things like that. We try to keep most of that stuff on the website, so you won't find a lot of that content necessarily in the application here at churchcenter.com. Now you'll notice in the upper right hand corner here, or left hand corner, we've got our address is libertyhillsbible.churchcenter.com. All right, libertyhillsbible.churchcenter.com. Church Center is the name of the app as well that we'll look at here in a few minutes. But I just wanted to kind of show you what it looks like on the website if you're going here from your desktop. We will have links occasionally as QR codes or as links up on the slides in the auditorium, which you may have noticed in the past. Recently, we've been trying to do that a little bit more. So there are just a lot of different things that we have access to here, and I want to walk you through them. So home is right here. This page, it's not going to take you anywhere else. There's no like actual home page other than this. The directory is a new feature that we're going to be able to use to provide a little bit better contact information for everyone. Now, don't get worried. We actually do have the ability for you to manage what contact information is shown in the directory, and I'll kind of go through that here a little bit when we go through the app. But this will be really nice and effective. I don't know about you, but it's hard sometimes to go through and figure out, okay, I know I need to contact this person. Do I have their email? Do I have their phone number? This will be a way for us to be able to share that information within our church body. So that's the directory here. And here's my household. We won't go into it, but you have the ability to put in your picture. As you can see up here in the upper right-hand corner, there's my picture that I took on my phone. So we have a directory. You'll be able to see the different people and the information that they have available for that. So then we'll have our calendar. Now the calendar is set up to where you can pick specific days, but it also is a list of the upcoming events specifically our Sunday gatherings, our men and women's Bible study. We've got our couples conference here on the list. So all of the events, anything that you can sign up for, anything that you can register for, will be available there as well. So you'll be able to see all of those calendar items here in one place. And the other really cool thing that I'm excited about is groups. Now, groups allows us to obviously group people, but it allows us to be able to communicate within those groups. So for example, we have our elders group, which is just the three of us at the moment, but we also have a men's group, and then my life group. So I could go in here and I can have some communication back and forth with others in my life group, which I'll show you a little bit more in the app. So we're able to break down into groups. There are more groups. There might be different groups for ministry teams and things like that to allow for better communication between those groups as well. So really, really helpful section here under the groups. Check-ins is something that we're really using mostly for the nursery and the A&I Time Children's Church. So I'll kind of walk through that a little bit more if it shows up in the app. If not, you can always go downstairs right before the service and see how that works. Generally, we're going to have somebody checking people in. We are looking at the ability in the future to be able to check yourself in or check in your own children even before you come to the service. If you know that you're going to be there, you're on your way, you can check in and get your stickers and everything for security checks there. But that is an option that's going to be in the app as well. And then, of course, giving. If you are familiar with giving online, most of you are giving online ever since the pandemic. And usually you've done that through the website, through our giving page. This is now linking to this new giving system. So if you go here, you'll see it's matching up with the other page here in kind of style. So we have the ability here to send a one-time gift, or if you'd like to do a regular payment that comes out automatically, then you can do that as well. But as you can see, you can choose the funds that you can send it to. Lots of stuff that you can do here. You can add a bank account if you prefer to do it from your bank versus a credit card or a debit card. But lots of options there. Something that I will mention here, and I might mention again as we look at the app and see its capabilities here, is that if you have a recurring payment, I think there's only a couple people that still do through our old system, which was called Breeze. You will need to cancel that or contact us and we can cancel it. I think Luke can take care of that, I believe, or we can get somebody in there to cancel that for you because we are switching over to this here at the beginning of April. So if you had something set up that was recurring, we're not going to be using Breeze anymore. We're going to be canceling that account. And so because it didn't give us all the functionality we can get here with Planning Center. So we want to make sure that that's going to get canceled. If you don't do anything, we will cancel it because we will stop the account with Breeze. So just FYI, if you do have a recurring donation, that's something to keep in mind. You want to reset that up here or just do it manually, whatever you prefer as far as your giving is concerned. Okay, so that is giving, and then signups is for events that we have going on. We have a couple of events that are here at the moment, and this will be updated with more events in the future. So we have our LHBC 101 event for people who are interested in learning more about becoming members, and then of course our upcoming couples conference, which you can click on and go through the registration process. Here's some of the details on that, and you can go through and register for you and your spouse. All right, so again, all of this information is going to be in the app as well, but I just wanted to show you that it is available on the website here at libertyhillsbible.churchcenter.com. All right, if we go back here, we'll just go back to the main homepage. There is a profile. I don't want to get into that too much, mostly because it's all my information, even though I think I already flashed it a little on the screen. So let's jump over to my phone real quickly, if I can find the right screen. Okay, so here's the Church Center app. Okay, and I'm going to just kind of show you where to find it. Obviously, you probably know how to download and find applications on your phone, but you're just going to search for Church Center and then download that app from there. All right, so I have Church Center downloaded, and I think I logged out of it here. Yes, okay. So I do encourage you to allow it to send notifications, because there will be times that you'll get notifications in the app, either as communication from us or from your group or something like that, like a life group or a ministry group. So I'm going to click allow. And then it's just going to walk me through the process of making sure I find my church. Now, this app is designed for all the churches that use their software. So it's not our specific app at Liberty Hills Bible Church, but it is a really good app, and it makes it easy to use all the information that they have available for us. So I'm going to click Get Started, and then we'll do Search Manually. I think it's because I have my locations turned off. So we'll look for Liberty Hills. Oop, if I can type, there we go. We'll do Liberty, Missouri, and search. And there's our church. So I'll click on that. They're just verifying, is this your church? Yep, this is my church. So I'll click that. All right, now, most of you probably don't have your phone number in our system. We put everybody in the system already. So if you have an email address that we send communication to on a regular basis, then that's the email address that is in our system for you. So it's probably going to make more sense for you to connect your account by using this use email in the bottom left corner here. So then you can type in your email address that you usually get communications from us. And I'm going to do dwelch at Liberty Hills Bible.org. Okay. This will be my test account. And then I'm going to get an email here that's going to send me a code, hopefully. Here it comes. All right. So my code is 341353, and next. Okay. So I'm going to log in as me. And I can enable Face ID if I want to. I'm not going to right now. All right, and there is our application. So this is all of our information in here. All right, so let me just kind of go through our profile area so you can kind of see how that works, and then we'll look at, again, some of these options down here at the bottom. So the top right corner is going to be your notifications, that bell icon. It's going to be for notifications when you do have information that's being sent to you. Then we've got our profile. So this is probably similar to other applications that you've used before. I'm not going to spend a bunch of time going through everything. But again, if I click on my name, I'm going to see I can add my personal information, such as my phone number, my address, my grade if I were in school, which I'm not, my anniversary birth date. It would be great if you would include your anniversary and your birth date. We'd love to be able to say happy birthday or happy anniversary when those things come up. So certainly feel free to put that information in there. You can even add a photo of yourself if you would like, just for fun. Hey. Okay, and we'll use that one and update. All right, so now my profile is updating. Hopefully. All right, there we go. So down here, we've also got several other options. We can manage our giving from here. We can look at our donation history, manage recurring donations, set up payment methods. All those things that we were looking at on the website can be done here as well. You can actually give. I think there's another space for that. My registrations, I'm not registered for anything, but if you wanted to see just the things you're registered for, you could go there. My groups, I am in the Welch Life group, so I could go there, but we'll look at that here in a minute. And then here's a good feature called My Household. So most of you will be part of a household, and you'll be able to manage your household information here. So I could go in here and I could update my wife's information if I wanted to. All right, I could update my children's information. This is my generic family here with child 1 and child 2. So I can update that information if I would like to, and then be able to push that information to the directory. Okay, then down here we've got some other information about system theme and where links should be opened and notifications. Those are all kind of basic things you're going to find in a lot of apps. And then, of course, a logout button. So this is kind of the profile area, the account area. We'll go back here to the main screen. And then we have the directory. So again, here's a directory. I can see this is my actual account, not my test account, but I could pull up and see the information that's being shared. Notice down here at the bottom it says that I haven't shared any information on my test account. So I'm going to click on Share Now. And this is going to let me decide what information I want to share. So I'm going to click on myself. I'm going to include my profile picture and my email address. And I'll include Sarah's information. And maybe I won't include my children for now. I could also get a household photo if I wanted to take a picture of us and put that on there as well. And then just click Share in the upper right hand corner. All right, so now we've got 2 of me and 2 of Sarah in the directory, of course. So your information will not show up in the directory until you specifically share it. That's why nobody else is in here yet. So that is the directory. And again, we can take a look at the directory information that's being shared by different people in the directory. So I feel like that's going to be a really helpful way for us to stay in contact with one another, even if we're not in the same groups. All right, so then that's the directory. So we've got the calendar down here below. Again, just the listing of all the different things that we have going on. We've got our LHBC 101. That's going to take us to the information. Going to our Sunday gathering. Again, just the information for those calendar events, ladies Bible study, information there. So again, pretty straightforward calendar information. Groups is going to show our groups that we're assigned to up at the top, and then give us the ability to find other groups if there are other groups that are searchable. So for example, I could go search one of the other life groups here and request to join one of those. So if I wanted to join the Herman Life group, I could click on that and click request to join as well. Now, most of you have already been assigned to your life groups that you're currently in. So that's probably not going to be something that you want to do. But if for some reason you are not in a life group and you'd like to join a life group, please take advantage of that. Okay, then under more, we have check-ins. And again, I don't think we have anything that's check-in. Oh, yes, I do have a test event. So I have a test event here, and I can actually check into that test event. Child 1, and she's going to go to nursery, and they're going to go to nursery 2. Let's see. All right. And I think there's something wrong. I think I set something up wrong on my test event. All right. Anyway, there's an option here for you to be able to check in. I may do another video on that once I get it set up correctly. But that is something that you can take advantage of in the future. Giving, again, is here. You can give directly from the app. So I could go $58 and choose the general fund. Again, this could be a one-time, or I could do it on a scheduled basis. I could do it from a bank account or from a debit credit card and follow that information. And then, of course, there's an interesting little tidbit here that it gives you the opportunity to cover the processing fee. Obviously, the more you're spending, it's going to be more of a processing fee that gets taken out. We are not asking you to do that. If you want to do that, you're certainly welcome to do that, but don't feel like that's something that you need to cover. So that's your basic giving there under more. And then signups would be for, again, those different events that you can sign up for. So that's basically it. That's the app. We would really encourage you to go ahead and download that so that you can start making use of it. We'll be adding more things to it as we go along, and I'm sure there will be more instruction in the future on new ways that we're actually using this software, more communications. I know for sure those who are involved in different aspects of ministry, we'll be getting more information about other pieces of the software that they'll have access to as well, including check-ins and things like that. So be looking out for more information and updates about this, but hopefully this was informative and you'll be able to jump in there. So I want to encourage everybody to download the app and get your information updated so that we have updated information, and then go ahead and manage the information that you want to share inside the directory so that we can get all that set up and you can get used to looking at your groups. Oh, one thing I didn't look at, hang on, is what groups look like. Okay, so here's what groups look like. I'm going to go into the group, and as you can see here, we can actually send messages within the group. You can have events or a separate calendar for the group. You can upload resources like documents, things like that, just for your group. And then you can view the different members who are in the group and the information that they have shared. So that's a little bit more information about the group itself. All right. Hopefully that answers most of your questions. If you do have a question, feel free to email me, text message me, catch me at church and let me know if you're having any issues getting things set up. But I do want to encourage you to get that app downloaded and update your information so that we can have accurate information in the directory moving forward. So have a great day and look forward to seeing how God is going to use our church and use technology as we move forward here in the days ahead. Have a great day.